yes, of course, I encountered obstacles all the time, a little bit. But I think that is the magic of the process of creation and just creating stop motion animation, because especially in stop motion, that's why I like it, that every single shot can be a little challenge, and every single shot you have to improvise and find some ways how to do it. It's not so easy every time. But, and I really like that kind of resolving these kind of little obstacles, but I would say that maybe the biggest obstacles come when you apply for funding to do different kind of things, different kind of projects which are animation related, but which are not a film itself, but an expanded animation content. So it is an obstacle sometimes to finance animation, which is not for the cinema per se, but maybe in an expanded, more alternative format. So that is the biggest challenge, which is not so easy to find solution for. This is my first time at StopTrik's. I arrived last night, and this morning is actually my first impression. I don't know, it's very early to say, but I really enjoyed this atmosphere. Very relaxed, very nice and chill morning with beautiful sunshine, and it's just really nice to walk around this area and just to talk with people and have a coffee or so. So it's really a good start. To pick one of my movies, it's always so hard to choose one. I think maybe about the last one I will talk here, so maybe something older. One of my fondest memories when I actually started to combine stop motion animation with the gallery exhibition was back in 2009. I was very new in stop motion animation, and I wanted to make a very long film like Tarkovsky, 25 minutes. I didn't really realize at that time that it's quite hard and time consuming, and I was on an exchange in the UK, and we were allowed to only make 90 seconds of animation, so I was very devastated. How can this 90 seconds be something this long experience, a durational part? And then I came up with this idea. It was called Splendid Isolation, and it was about a girl who is in the greenhouse. We cannot really see it as a film, it's more like an installation piece. That is why I wanted to talk about it, because you cannot really experience it otherwise. And I came up with this idea to make 3 little films, like 60 seconds, 90 seconds, and I don't know, 65, and then show it in a gallery space in a constant loop. So that every time these animations meet at different moments, and then every viewer has actually different experience about the animation. So that is how I started to be involved in animation in the gallery. So I really like this first experience, nothing about perfect animation whatsoever, but it was just this experience of a durational piece in a space which is outside of the cinema. What inspires me is like everything what's happening around me, the relationships I'm involved, some, I don't know, everyday things. Yeah, it's very different for every project, but what I like the most and what I'm inspired by is this kind of relationship, either with people, with the space, with the house, with an environment, and it is mostly to describe this relationship through an atmosphere, not really a narrative, a story that kind of rounds up this experience, but it is to kind of create some open structure that wherein every viewer can relate by himself or herself and have a little bit different ending or interpretation. Maybe I can just tell, but not really show. It would be this kind of self-observant and meditative things that you do something little with your body. It's not very expressive or something like this. It's very kind of small and introverted things that you... It's like knitting a jumper, like very boring and meditative. That's how...